Although nothing remains above ground, the Anglo-Saxons in Southampton sowed the seed for the modern city we know today. After the Romans left at the beginning of the 5th century, there was a time known to historians as the Age of Migrations, when many different groups of people moved into Britain. One later Saxon chronicler said that a people called the Jutes settled into the area around the Isle of Wight and New Forest. In time, the whole region and beyond became known as the Kingdom of Wessex. Early Saxon finds were discovered when St Mary's Stadium was built. Incredibly, 40 graves were unearthed, many of which are still there today. They date from about 1,400 years ago, the 7th or 8th centuries AD. These people were buried with the weapons, possessions and things they would need in the afterlife, showing they believed in their old ancestral gods of Woden, Thor and Frigg. In the grave of a young woman was one of the most beautiful finds, an ornate golden pendant set with red garnets and surrounded by filigree snakes. There is some discussion as to the names used for Anglo-Saxon Southampton. They included Hamwic, Hamtun, Southampton, and even just Ham. What is definitely true is that our modern name for the city comes from the Anglo-Saxons. The first Saxon town was centred around St Mary's. A church may have stood here from as early as the 630s AD. A strong local ruler, Ine of Wessex, may have been responsible for creating a planned town in a ladder formation with houses along wide streets and markets. Modern roads like St Mary's Street, Chapel Road and Derby Road are all built on Saxon streets. Industries present within Saxon Southampton include weaving, glass working and metalwork, and over 200 coins have been discovered, indicating that there was a mint here to produce coins. Saxon Southampton traded extensively with other major Western European ports like Dorstad and Rouen. Goods from the Red Sea, the Baltic and Germany have all been found in Southampton, showing how important the town was as a trading centre, perhaps one of the most important Saxon towns in all of England. In the 9th century, the town faced a new threat: Viking raiders. A battle took place at Southampton in 840 AD, in which a band of Saxons faced, according to the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle, 33 shiploads of Danish attackers. The Saxons won the day, but continued attacks against local cities like Winchester and important trading partners like Dorstad saw Southampton's importance as a merchant centre wane. Around this time, people may have migrated to other settlements like Winchester or to the area now known as the Old Town. The 870s also saw the emergence of a new king of Wessex, Alfred the Great. During his reign, the threat of the Vikings receded and new fortifications called burhs emerged. A document mentions a burh in Southampton, though it is still debated where this was. Some have suggested it was in the Old Town, judging by a defensive ditch that had been found in places throughout the High Street and elsewhere. Others have reckoned it close to where the castle would one day stand. And again others have argued that it was based around where the Romans once lived, in Bitton Manor, on the east bank of the River Itchen. In any event, it is listed as the second smallest burh in Wessex, with walls about 119 metres in length, almost identical to the wall length that existed at Roman Southampton. Throughout the first half of the 900s, Southampton appears to have prospered, but by the 980s, the Vikings were on the warpath again, attacking the town on a number of occasions throughout the 980s to 1000s. In one memorable year, 994, a great combined force of the King of Denmark, Svein Forkbeard, and a man who would soon be King of Norway, Olaf Tryggvason, wintered in Southampton, while waiting to be paid £16,000 of treasure. In Domesday Book, compiled in 1086, there is an entry for Olaf's Tun, which is now Woolston. This has led to the suggestion that Olaf set up his camp on the eastern bank of the River Itchen. According to a local source, the Danish King Canute was proclaimed king in Southampton. Although local tradition says he ordered the tide to go back, sadly, this story probably never happened anywhere, let alone in Southampton. In 1066, the Anglo-Saxon age came to an end with the defeat of the last Saxon king, Harold Godwinson, to William the Conqueror, and a new era of Southampton story began.